In regards to the bias question, I had a one-on-one conversation with Hochman and his team with Bryan and Mark present, and it was very clear that Hochman has no desire to come at this objectively.
I would ask you to ask the DA why at the last minute he does a Hail Mary filing of a motion to continue and does not notify any of the victims or the victim's lawyer. Why? What is going on? Whose interest is he vindicating? There are people in this courtroom or will be in this courtroom that have been following these proceedings that have lived this case for 35 years. They're the victims. They have the unique situation of both being victims in this case and relatives of the defendants. Because of that unique nature, apparently the DA has said he gets a constitutional hall pass from doing anything regarding those victims, supporting those victims, notifying those victims, or anything else. He has abused the victims privately. He has abused them publicly.
It was the DA's office that brought a motion to continue this. While we were arguing the motion to continue this, Mr. Hochman was busy out here with you guys pontificating on whatever, however horrible this crime was, which is not even the standard of what we're talking about. The standard is about rehabilitation. And the issue, at least as far as I'm concerned, and families concerned, is that they're provided with their Marsy rights. They're provided with their constitutional rights. They're heard. They're not abused. They're not treated in a poor way.
With Bryan and Mark present, and it was very clear that Hochman has no desire to come at this objectively. He made the statement, and I quote, referring to all of the quote-unquote horrible people that Mark represents. That does not tell me that this person has any ability to see Eric and Lyle through any other lens. So with that, my disappointment in his inappropriate, belittling, and abusive behavior that day, I don't feel safe with him or any of his team.
She was abused. That's the only way you can put it. She was abused. She likened it, and I don't want to victimize her even more, but she likened it to spousal abuse in the way that she was demeaned. You can see the emotion that she had. She was ridiculed. She was attacked. I was appalled. I sat there and I was actually stunned.
Hochman has made this a mockery. And you have to ask yourself why. Why is he doing that? Is he personally vested in this? Does he have a personal grudge against Lyle and Eric? Does he have a personal grudge because he's somehow vested in this personally?
Originally, they said the mafia actually killed their parents. And had they not actually been caught and arrested, and had tapes come forward where their confessions were identified, to this very day, I believe, they would have perpetrated that original lie that they weren't involved in the killings at all. But when they got caught, when it was on tape, they had to admit to it. But they didn't just admit to the killings, they then concocted this self-defense defense, that their parents were going to kill them. And when I say parents, I mean both Jose and Kitty Menendez were going to kill them the night of August 20th, 1989, so they had to shoot them first. Of course, that is a lie. We filed a motion dealing with a report that we received from the Parole Board 2 days ago, on April 15th. We have not worked, the District Attorney's Office has not worked with the Parole Board, we have not been in contact with the Parole Board, yet we received a comprehensive risk assessment from the Parole Board in connection with the Parole Board's activities for the June 13th hearing they're going to have. When we received that risk assessment, we believed it constituted additional facts that the court should consider in deciding whether or not the Menendez brothers do pose a risk of danger to society.